good energy drink. By the way, got a brand new t-shirt. It's the Kevin Owens show. Yeah. Anyway, hey guys, Cruiserweight here, and welcome to the NXT Toronto predictions, as we have a new NXT special this weekend, as well as Survivor Series, which is the night after NXT Toronto. So here are my predictions as always, and the drinking rules, because boy, I go crazy with those drinking rules and try to beat What Culture at them. Anyway, we've got 5 matches on the card. Exactly 5, even though there will be 3 additional matches that will be shown the week after NXT Toronto, well, shown on Wednesday. Just like what happened at NXT London, where I remember the Fatal 4-Way Tag, we had a singles match, and then the return of Sami Zayn, who went on to face Tye Dillinger back in London. I know it's something I've always been mentioning throughout the year, because it's just the first event that I went to. I also went to a show back in September, which was all to do with Monday Night Raw Superstars. So NXT Toronto, obviously this is their first show outside, their first show in Canada, I should say. Even the third show is outside of America. Sure, we've had London, now we've got Toronto, and then the night after Survivor Series, we've got the night after NXT Toronto, we've got Survivor Series, which is also set in Toronto. So this will be jam-packed. 5 matches on the card, one of them being kind of a big deal, because we got a return of a former WWE superstar and a former Women's Champion, and we've also got the 2nd annual of the Dusty Rhodes Classic, which is the final. As we all know, last year Finn Balor and Samoa Joe won that. This year, this is going to be something interesting, because they're bringing back something like back in, what was it, the late 90s? Yeah, it was probably somewhere in the late 90s they had this, and that will be interesting. So anyway, 5 matches on the card. We've got some drinking rules here, just to go through the show. Stay tuned for the Survivor Series video with all the drinking rules, because that's crazy, and I have to go through them, take things out, maybe add things in, who knows. But NXT Toronto, let's just focus on that. I know I'm rambling on, mixing things here and there. So yeah, Kevin Owens show. Obviously, it's not the best thing to wear during a prediction video, all based around NXT. So we'll just get right down to it. So the first match we've got is the NXT Tag Team Championship match, and we've got the Revival. Now, Scott Dawson was set on an injury. I can't remember what for exactly, because they were supposed to be facing Gargano and Ciampa during the Dusty Rhodes Classic, and you know, Scott Dawson came out, he addressed his injury, he goes, oh, I would have to take out at this tournament. So the Revival, you know, they let Gargano and Ciampa win by forfeit, from which they've lost the week after against the Authors of Pain. Gargano and Ciampa, I think it's almost time that they're going to be called up to the main roster on Monday Night Raw, maybe SmackDown, who knows, depending on what goes on Survivor Series, or with all the Cruiserweight Championship and all. But that will be mentioned in that video. Anyway, Gargano and Ciampa, you know, they've had a great match back at NXT Brooklyn against the Revival, something that probably be one of the best matches of all time, especially like tag team matches of all time, especially in NXT. So this is round 2. I highly doubt Gargano Ciampa's going to win. My gut is telling me, go with your gut. I'm going to be picking the Revival for this one. I believe they're going to retain, hold it on for a little bit longer, and have someone else come in and try to take it off the Revival. Probably someone like TM61. So this will probably be the last match that Gargano and Ciampa will have up until they get called up onto the main roster and join the Cruiserweights. but who knows? That's just my opinion. So I got the Revival to retain. And by the way, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, so I had no idea what's going to go on from here and there. They'll probably just get like a cheap win, you know, roll up or some sort, some controversy, who knows. But yeah, I'm picking a Revival. 2 out of 3 falls. I think Gargano and Ciampa is going to win the first rounds, and then Revival winning the rest. But yeah, I think the Revival, you know, they're a great team, don't get me wrong. But I just think someone like Gargano and Ciampa, I think that they're not ready for tag team championships. I think someone like TM61 should step up and go for the tag team titles in the near future. So I got the Revival, and the drinking rule is drink for mentions of Gargano and Ciampa's time being in the Cruiserweight Classic, because they were participants and they did face each other, which was a great match, by the way. Next we have a singles match. Now these two guys, they were partnered up in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. They were facing the team of Sanity, which the leader was none other than Eric Young. Tye Dillinger, he just got beaten the crap out of by Sanity. Bobby Roode tried to save him. Sanity just like, back off, let us do what we got to do. So Bobby Roode had to abandon Tye Dillinger, and now Dillinger wanted a match against Bobby Roode. Now apparently I was told that this was supposed to be a #1 contenders match. Now it doesn't say that according to Wikipedia or anywhere else. I think someone on Wikipedia just randomly put that in there. But that would be interesting if it was a #1 contenders match. I think someone like Tye is like, you know, he's got all the fans behind him, as well as Bobby Roode. You know, Bobby Roode plays a good heel. I've got Tye Dillinger to win this one. I don't think he's going to win this clean. For the most part, I think he's just going to get a cheap win via roll up or something. I don't know. So I do apologise to Ollie, who may be watching this, because all things cannot be so glorious until the end. Yeah. Sorry, Ollie, but I got a Tye Dillinger to win this, giving him the perfect 10, and see what goes on from there. I think Tye Dillinger is a good sport, you know. All the fans behind him, so he can make a name for himself in the future. Bobby Roode, you know, he's a veteran for what he does, you know, back in TNA and everywhere else. But I just think let Tye Dillinger just win this one. So yeah, and the drinking rule for that match is drink for every time the words glorious and 10 are being said by the commentators, by the crowd, maybe Tye Dillinger or Bobby Roode. Next up we have the NXT Women's Championship. We've got Asuka, who, you know, has been on a undefeated streak for the past year, pretty much beating everyone by now on the women's roster of NXT, and she will be going up against someone William Regal has decided to pick out, former WWE Women's Champion and former WWE Superstar, who will be going into NXT. None other than Mickie James. Yep, she's coming back. I was actually surprised by this, to be honest. I mean, I didn't think she was going to come back anytime soon. I thought she was still doing her usual thing in TNA. But I had to do a little bit of research on her for what Mickie James has been up to. So, you know, Asuka's beaten everyone, and there really isn't no one for her. She might as well just start fighting men, because she's Asuka. For this match, you know, I don't mind whoever wins. You know, Asuka, if she beats a former WWE superstar / former WWE Women's Champion, that is going to be something crazy, you know, and then Regal's going to have to go ahead and find someone else for Asuka. Now, my prediction for this, I know it comes to a big shot, but I've got Mickie James to win this one, I think, because Asuka's beaten everyone on the roster, and I know this for a fact because I do remember watching a video on YouTube. Someone went to NXT to a live show. It was actually a house show, and she defeated the likes of, you know, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, and Ember Moon for the championship. So they're not ready. I know there has been talks with Liv Morgan getting a push, but I don't think she's ready for the championship either. There really isn't anyone else for Asuka besides the returning Mickie James, and I think she's, you know, the perfect women's wrestler to take the title off Asuka. And then finally we've got more opportunities in NXT. Asuka can get a rematch clause, don't get me wrong, she can do that. I just think for the most part to put the belt on Mickie for a bit and then see what goes on from there. Maybe Asuka becomes a 2-time NXT Women's Champion, who knows, I don't know. But I've got Mickie James to win this one. This will be something crazy, especially if Asuka actually defeats Mickie James, don't get me wrong, you know. But I just think Mickey's the better choice, more opportunities, then hopefully we'll get to see more and more stuff in the coming months, you know, up until WrestleMania 33 even, or the rest of the year. So I've got Mickie James to win this one and win the NXT title, and then later on down the line Asuka says, I want a rematch. Mickie gives it to her, here we go, see what goes on from there. So Mickie James to win that one. And the drinking rule is drink from mentions of Mickie's time when she was in WWE. So this would be from her 2005 to 2010 run. I believe she was there up until 2010. Yeah, I think so. And then she got released of some sort. So yeah, drink for mentions of Mickie's time back in WWE or when she was a women's champion. Next we have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament Final between TM61 and the Authors of Pain. Now, Paul Ellering will not be in this. Apparently he's going to be suspended in, well, he's going to be in a cage which will be suspended up above the ring, so he's got to be watching down below. Now, there are short clips on this on YouTube, you know, they've had this sort of thing before. Guys that have been in this small cage and had to watch, you know, their guys from above the ring. You had the likes of Julie King Lawler, you've had Jim Cornette, Jimmy Hart, even Paul Bearer, you know. So this will be interesting to see. You know, Paul Ellering cannot do nothing, he cannot get involved, he just had to watch above the ring as the Authors of Pain could get into some trouble by TM61. Authors of Pain have been on a bit of an undefeated streak right there. TM61, I just had to think about that. TM61 is my prediction. I think they're gonna beat the Authors of Pain to win the Tag Team Classic tournament, and then go on, as if to say Regal will grant TM61 the NXT Tag Team Championship opportunity against the Revival, or who knows, it might be Gargano Ciampa, who knows, but I picked the Revival as I mentioned. But yeah, I think TM61, you know, the mighty Don't Kneel is gonna beat the Authors of Pain. Ellering's gonna be so mad because he couldn't get involved and whatnot, but that was Regal's decision because he didn't want to get anyone involved, especially Ellering. Yeah, I think TM61 is the perfect choice. I don't really see Authors of Pain winning this and then, you know, oh, give us the Tag Team Championship opportunity already. You know, I don't think Authors of Pain and Revival are going to be a good mix, you know. We need someone like TM61 in the Revival, or it would be interesting. It would make sense if it was Gargano Ciampa versus if it was a pain for the titles, but yeah, I've got TM61 to win this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which is part of my drinking rule. Drink for mentions of Dusty Rhodes. I just think they're the perfect choice to win this. So TM61. Ellerin's suspended on, well, he's locked in the cage, suspended at the top of the ring. So I think maybe TM61 is probably going to put Ellerin in the cage. You know, I think Ellerin's going to be like, no, I'm not getting in the cage. TM61 comes down, throws him in there, and then Akam and Razor, all for the pain, are probably going to come along and all hell's going to break loose. So yeah, I've got TM61 to win that. And the final match, we've got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe for the NXT title. Obviously, this is the rematch from NXT Brooklyn. Even though I picked Samoa Joe to win back at Brooklyn, I didn't think Nakamura was that ready, but he was, and we've got a rematch. I believe Samoa Joe is going to get called up pretty soon. Who knows? Probably he'll get called up by the time we've got Roadblock, or yeah, mostly Roadblock, which is December's pay-per-view, just after TLC. But we'll just have to find out. So I've got Shinsuke Nakamura to retain. You know, I think this will be Samoa Joe's. Yeah, I think Samoa Joe's. You know, week after week wanting Nakamura, and you know, Regal's like, okay, I'll give it to you. You've got your rematch set at NXT Toronto. Nakamura's going to retain. Probably it's not going to be easy for him, because we know Samoa Joe's quite mad. Yeah, Shinsuke to retain, and see what goes on from there. Probably Samoa Joe has another opportunity, and then he'll just be like, okay, Triple H is going to call him up to the main roster and see what goes on from there. So that is it. The drinking rule for that match is drink for the crowd singing Nakamura's theme, because that happened back in Brooklyn, which is an amazing entrance. So that will obviously happen. So that is my drinking rules. My predicted winners, again, as mentioned, Shinsuke Nakamura, Mickie James, TM61, Tye Dillinger, and the team of the Revival. So that is my drinking rules. That is my predictions. Actually, there are other drinking rules I've got to mention. Drink for every time NXT is being said by the commentators. Drink for mentions of Survivor Series, because that is the show after NXT Toronto. Don't you drink for surprise returns and debuts. Don't you drink for when a title changes hands. And drink, actually it was down you drink for surprise returns, debuts, when the title changes hands. And don't you drink for when a What Culture sign is spotted. I've only seen the What Culture sign during Hell in a Cell. That's the only time I've ever seen it. And No Mercy. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. So that is my predictions. I know it was kind of didn't make sense, but I'll put everything, all my predictions, all the drinking rules in the description down below, as every other pay-per-view. I have not done anything in terms of my iPad as of yet. It is still, it's still not activated properly. You know, as I mentioned this during the Hell in a Cell predictions. Because my iPad, it's not working properly. Well, it's working, but it's just basically locked me out, and I don't know the details to activate it so I can use the iPad. So it's just been sitting in the corner for the past month, but I will get around to getting that sorted out very soon. I was told that if I go to the larger Apple store, which I believe it's 45 minutes away from me, I have to take the time out for my brother on the other hand, to take me down there so we can get that sorted out. I was actually thinking that it will be sorted out last week because I was with him, but we just never had the chance to do it. So hopefully it will be sorted out soon, because I have been iPadless for the past month and all I've had is Facebook. Will I do a YouTube stream? I did say I was going to do one for Hell in a Cell, but I didn't. I ended up doing it on YouNow, and it only went on for a few minutes, so it just didn't feel right. You know, I did mention that I used to use YouNow, but I just don't find it fun. But who knows, I might do a YouTube stream, we'll just have to see. So if you do come across a YouTube stream of mine, then you know what that's for. It's for NXT Toronto. I'll probably do one for Survivor Series as well, and that's what I'm gonna have to do for now, up until my iPad gets fixed or sorted out. Even, you know, it's not broken. Just need to get it activated, so then I can start using it again, and then I can do all my reactions and everything all over on my Snapchat, which obviously I've got tons of messages waiting for me by the time I get that sorted out. But anyway, that is my prediction for NXT Toronto. As mentioned once more, I will put all the drinking rules and predictions in the description down below. Stay tuned for the Survivor Series predictions, and do keep on the lookout if I do end up doing a YouTube stream or not, who knows, but I can't make any promises. I'm kind of bad at doing that. But anyway, that's it. NXT Toronto. See you guys, and I'll see you for the Survivor Series predictions coming up next. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye.